Last time on Let's Drown Out Half-Life,
Goddo will show up before this thing dies.
this happened.
The best part is, when we started the game, none of this was going on. The cop walked out, drew his pistol, the monster reared up, and the cosmic ballet continued.
I guess it's just a thing that always happens now.
It is eternal.
Yes, the eternal struggle. It's like Batman and the Joker.
It is the only thing.
Anyway, last time we were still on a sodding train. Let's watch,
Lasers!
let's watch those lasers.
Those are tickle
kill you.
lasers. They wake up explosions.
Anyone else want some?
You'd think that maybe a more bottom-heavy design for a turret would be the way to go. Like, not kind of a $15 Kmart tripod that falls over.
You'd think 3 legs, you wouldn't fall over. As
Look how close they are. Like, that's not a very sound. And like that gun has to have some.
See, that's
kick.
dead. That's dead. I killed it, and it's still on its 3 legs.
Like somewhere there was a general looking at, you know, like they have to like pitch that shit.
Wait, it was never real at all. It's a ghost.
Been had by another series of cunning illusions.
Darling. I like how the head crab walked in from the side. Darling, who is it? I'll just get rid of them, dear. Hey. I think we've found the teenage daughter. Huh. Supposed to be a decal there saying, "You're dead, Freeman." But there isn't.
Oh, well.
I thought the decals had turned off for a second there. Luckily, the bullet hells are still there.
Thanks, Sauce.
So, we missed last week's episode. What were you doing, Gabriel?
I had a little bit of a head thing, which didn't get as bad as I was expecting, but fucked up my sleeping pattern. Like, I just didn't sleep.
Okay.
And I was thinking of, like, coming over and doing the video anyway, but we were gonna climb as well. Whoa. Alright. Billy bought the big gun.
I have learned the strategy.
Shoot the train.
This really has been an unmixedly negative portrayal of the armed forces, hasn't it?
Oh.
Well, I'm right next to you, suicidal dick.
Do it. Turn.
Oh, he's dead. Well, way to kill the mood.
That is a wonky looking goddamn rocket launcher.
I wonder
Like,
if you
that
could...
looks like the 2 bricks of Lego that your little brother would say is a rocket launcher.
I wonder if you could make a game like this today. Oh, bugger, I got hurt by that. Thought I was far enough away. What did you make a game like this today being that has such a negative portrayal of the military as a bunch of suicidal, idiotic psychopaths?
That won't happen in Trump's America.
I mean, I know you can't do this in films if you want...
The military to help.
Yeah, if you want the military... If you want to borrow military hardware, they actually take creative control of the film, so you can't portray them as bad.
Yeah, can't. So there was no military help for Platoon.
Oh, you bastards.
You and your fucking...
There. Oh, yeah.
Still attached to the train, you silly.
Silly Gordon. He had his wang stuck in the cockpit.
What's called? Like, how was I supposed to know? It says it right there. Anybody would have made that mistake, Yartsy. Anybody. It's perfectly understandable.
Well, you know, the military are all individuals. It's just all the individuals here just happen to be mad.
Yeah, this is like their Section 9 or whatever. Is it Section 9?
Section 8.
Section 8.
Section 8 is the order that gets you sent home on a mental illness thing, I think.
Last I checked, I thought it looked like Martian Manhunter was in charge of them.
What?
Yeah. Like, apparently Section 8 got, like, kind of a new book. I don't know how recent
Wait, what
this
are we
was.
talking about now? I thought we were talking about the military thing.
Well, yeah, but I'd started on the, you know, like, this would be, like, the Section 8 crew. From, like, you know, like, comics.
Oh, right. Yeah. The characters.
Yeah, the characters. 8. So this is, like, the Section 8 of, you know, whatever military organization.
I thought he might have been still alive,
well,
so I launched a contact
down
grenade.
The
so now I'm pretty sure he's dead. Well done, me.
There's nothing to go home to Mama.
You keeping up with the American election, then?
It's almost impossible not to.
Well, quite.
Like, I haven't watched any of the
Well,
debates
it is.
really.
You just have to lock yourself in a
Completely.
room and not expose yourself to any form of media for the rest of your life.
Sequester yourself. I'll be in the bell tower.
So, just for the historical record, at time of speaking, the New Hampshire primaries have just gone by, and Sanders and Trump both won, the two outsider candidates. I tend to group them together as the "we're sick of the stuffed shirt political bullshit" candidates.
Yeah.
Okay, you're just going to agree with me there.
Well, yeah. Well, I understand the appeal of both for that.
We
Like,
skip
express
train,
purpose.
I'm a whore. Sorry.
What was it? I did see one thing that was really funny, actually, was because I'm obsessed with politician can dances. Because Australian politicians...
Politician what?
Can dances.
Can dances? I've never heard that word before.
It's not a word.
What does it mean?
Canned answers.
Oh, canned answers. I thought you said can dances. I was like, what the hell's a can dance?
No, you know, when they the talking points, and they
Yeah,
just
I
try
think-
to arbitrarily... oh, God, what was it? It wasn't it Rubio?
Yeah, people are sick
One of the fucking... It was Chris Christie was griefing someone really fucking hard on theirs. And you're gonna die.
Yeah.
And it was one of the most amazing examples of...
Well, that killed him. Oh, hey, look who's here. Okay, I can salvage this.
You can do it. There's health right over there.
Well, I seriously menaced their box. I'm so confident I'm going to save.
That's a rich, creamy decision you just made there.
Blew up his own cover. I'm glad they're not playing XCOM.
Ooh, ooh.
Damn, my aim is pretty shitty because I'm trying to concentrate on talking and this resolution we got on pretty low and the window's not full screen, and that's my excuse, alright.
No. You're just bad at Half-Life. I don't think you've even played this game before.
So I know Cruz, or Cruz, or however you say that, took the Iowa caucus for the Republicans, but I kind of hope he doesn't go through because
He's worse than Trump.
Well, yeah, but he's also exactly the kind of stuffed shirt, like sandblasted politician Trump and Sanders have risen to oppose. I mean, he even looks like David Cameron, except fat.
He's got such a weird face.
Yeah, he's got like David Cameron, but if you took a David Cameron sex doll and let the air down about half the way.
I've always said he looks like he's wearing a Ted Cruz mask.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Like,
or
there's
a David Cameron mask, even. One that has slipped considerably.
It's just something a bit off.
Boy, I hope we can get out of this train section in this episode.
I can't even remember how long it goes.
Ah, bugger it. I'm going to take the lift.
There was always an option for lift, we just haven't been taking it.
No.
Oh,
I guess I should have stopped that train before I got off it, huh?
can we catch it? Do we need to catch it?
We can meet it at the top, I think.
It's not optimal.
Yeah. Fortunately, we have ways.
Oh. That's using the noodle.
Yeah. I mean,
Now-
this would probably like bring the whole ceiling in on me in real life. But
Yeah, that's a lot of boom.
in the world of Worldcraft, there is
What?
nothing hardier than a brush texture.
That's brush textures and adamantium.
See, that's all it did. Just
Little-
painted the wall black.
A little bit
It's like
of splat.
Mr. Bean when he was painting his living room.
I don't remember that episode.
Well, he just got a great big tin of paint and stuck a firework in it and then ran out.
Oh. Your wacky capers.
They tested it on Mythbusters, but shocking result was it doesn't work.
Let me guess, the firecracker did not pack the required oomph to even really spread the paint at all.
Well, there wasn't even enough paint to cover the room
Oh.
in one can like that. Especially not if you administer it in such a way. Ow.
Next to me telling me can't put a couch on top of the car and drive it.
Stop muttering. Bleh.
This is an OHS issue. Alright, like, the splash damage from explosives gets you from a long fucking way. And that did, like, diddle.
Not to me. Anyway, do anything else this week? See any films?
I saw Deadpool.
Oh, did you? How was that? I've heard it's surprisingly good.
Yeah, well, it's a Deadpool movie with effort put into it. And it actually has probably some of the better action sequences of any of the recent sort of X-Men-y films.
Deadpool is that kind of humor where they put a lot of effort into looking like they don't give a shit. I always thought Saints Row is something similar.
I don't think it tries to not
They
give
have
a
this sort
shit.
of don't give a shit about tone or, you know, the rules of consistency or reality, but you have to... Ooh,
Ooh, there, champ.
that gave me a centre parting. But, you know, you have to work very hard to have something decent that gives the impression that it doesn't care about working very hard.
Practice to reference.
My explosion was bigger! And also...
And you could aim it.
And it had gravity on it, so it didn't just sail straight past you.
It wasn't a rocket.
Although you were standing right in front of a wall, so it wouldn't have mattered even if it did. Who's the idiot now?
The Section 8 squad.
I think Freeman's just working off a lot of issues with these soldiers. Maybe his dad was in the military.
This is all him dreaming.
I think I see something in the distance that needs shooting. Yes, I was right.
I couldn't even make
But I
that
had
out from there.
I had to duck to avoid these electrical arcs, so I didn't want it to be caught by surprise.
Ducking will save you from electrical arcs.
Yes,
Arcs.
always. Always do that, kids. Well, that could have ended poorly.
You can squat and jam your fingers in a power outlet, you'll be right.
And down we go. More down.
Spider climb. Oh.
Fun. Luckily, we have a countermeasure for these now.
Big saxo boom.
I wish they hadn't put a loading transition right there.
How inconsiderate.
Whip. Shotgun time.
Yeah, I laughed heartily on several. Oh.
Hardly, eh? Oh,
Yeah,
bugger,
like a
some-
proper dumbass gut laugh. Like
Bugger.
There's a thing to your right.
Oh, piss bastards. Yes, I said piss bastards.
He's still ticking. Maybe lob one of your stupid weird floaty grenades at him.
Who
got
needs
him.
it? Is he gone?
Yeah,
So hard to tell because they keep standing, don't they?
I think that one's already gone. You should probably heal
Something's
up there.
still beeping. Yes, now it's gone. Ah, right. You know, I've heard some reviews saying Deadpool's actually quite good, but I wonder if it is possible to be truly, if it's truly possible for satire to come from the very thing it's satirizing. You know what I mean? I mean, the fact that it was created by Marvel and the studio system. Was it made by Marvel?
No.
Who made it then?
Oddly enough, well, I mean, that's the thing, is it has quite an interesting pedigree. I mean, the guys who wrote it, they actually wrote one of my favorite shows from ages ago called The Joe Schmo Show.
Hey!
That was great.
That was some interesting aim that guy had.
There's two in there, remember?
Yeah. One.
That,
Oh, bugger, I did it again. Well, at least you got all your priorities straight.
you know, because it's not like they were like, oh yeah, super, let's throw another grenade, like, pouch in there and blow them up.
I'm gonna throw a grenade at it.
Don't.
Yeah. Almost did it again, I'll admit.
You know, they weren't chomping at the bit, particularly because an R-rated, like, you know, it's MA here, it's R in the States. Traditionally, they don't make a lot of money. And that's kind of why I'm really glad it's done really well, because, like, Guillermo del Toro has been trying to get an R-rated In the Mountains of Madness made for a while, and can't get the money for it, because, you know, they're constantly going, well, you know, R-rated movies, R-rated blockbusters don't make any money.
Alright, someone wants a contact grenade war.
Oh!
Ah, you bastard.
Section 8's not so stupid now, are they?
This is becoming quite maddening.
It's just because you can't play Half-Life, you just... back into the laser again.
No, I didn't. I was careful that time to stay on the right, where the blocking thing was. You know, it reminds me of... there's been a couple of comedy skits about taking the piss out of Kylo Ren, but played by the actual guy who plays Kylo Ren.
The Saturday Night Live Undercover Boss one.
Yeah,
probably the
but
most famous.
I worry about satire created by the same people who made the thing it's satirizing. It feels like satire
They're
requires...
stealing your job.
Satire requires a sort of fringe outsider perspective, perhaps. I mean, if the people... I mean, satire is supposed to be a dangerous thing. It's supposed to attack.
Out is the new in, Yahtzee. Nerds are... Oh, there it goes.
Sake.
Nerds are cool. Like, we live in the fucking, irony, fucking delicious sarcasm land. It's, I'm like, it's a little bit like the general commercial element that surrounds all art. I'm willing to tank it, because I think, I think Deadpool's a funny movie. I laughed, I enjoyed myself, and I think it is, there's some good satirical jabs at even the thing that it is,
Yeah, but the fact that it's coming from within that thing means it's lacking an essential distance that satire might require.
Well, I don't.
I mean, where are the satirists? I mean, from what I understand and what I've seen of Deadpool I've seen the Deadpool video game, and again, it's the satire from within the thing, so there's no bite. It's all good-natured. This sort of thing happens a lot in comic books, doesn't it? And
what satire are you expecting in Deadpool exactly?
I'm just saying, this is part of the pattern that includes those Star Wars sketches.
Well, yeah, but there's different forms of satire, for God's sake. Like, not everything's a fucking, vicious jab at the authorities that keep us down. Like,
it doesn't have to be that.
Well, then that's the fucking Deadpool video game's got to do, but dumb pokes at, the concepts of DLC and whatnot.
I'm just saying that there may be an inherent flaw in the concept.
Yeah, I don't think there is.
Okay, then. I mean, it feels like a sort of class warfare thing. Satire should be the dirty, grungy thing that punches up, not part of the system.
It's okay to punch up.
Yes, I know that, exactly, but if there's anything that deserves to be punched up at,
it's damn rich people.
It's like the people making the mainstream entertainment industry.
Well, we watched this happen with nerd shit. That was unpopular. Now it's popular.
And yeah, I don't see what point you're making there.
Well, I don't. You seem to think that there's some inherent, that there's this inherent fault and that it won't work from, there's some line that's been crossed, and I just, I don't think. What?
Yeah, it's that pathfinding thing again, isn't it?
I need to get to cover. Behind him. I'll hide behind him. No one will see that coming. Can you use that? Oh, rad.
But that I can, but it doesn't help too much.
Yeah, that was not as good as I thought. I was
this is a very annoying sequence.
Run, because there's a dude.
Hey, that worked.
Isn't there normally a guy on the windowy bit up top?
Nope. Huh. Don't know where you got that idea.
It was a light. I thought it was like one of the little helmets. I mean, The Simpsons has made some serious jabs at Fox. I think nearly every...
Okay, I seem to remember being able to do that in Gold Source. Maybe just yeah, there you go.
Nearly every goddamn... What satirical TV shows and movies have you seen that haven't been from within some kind of studio or...
Brass Eye. Well, one of the greatest satirical programs in history.
Yeah, but that's on a network.
No, you asked me what programs.
Yeah, but no, that haven't been from within a network.
Well, the network doesn't have complete total control of all the programs. It solicits production companies.
There we go. That's, yeah, but it still decides what to air.
Well,
I mean, Fox has been airing shit that rags on it quite mercilessly for, eons, to the point where it's a running joke within The Simpsons and nearly every other show that they, animated series they produce.
Anyway, now we're going to do the thing we came here to do. This is as complicated as rocket launches gets. You press a button. Yeah, I'm not sure why rocket launch centers need to employ so many people.
It's more government waste.
Exactly. You just need one janitor to press the button and then clean up his fingerprints when he's done. So you can stand on the panel and it looks a bit stupid. Because a couple of seconds before you see the rocket before the big flash happens.
It's just another sprite. Sprite explosions. They don't look good.
I wonder if that was a surprise explosion. It might have been like a... I guess so. And another window we can't go through.
I want to jump out the window. You can't, but I want to. Who set that up? Whose idea was that?
Well, we've established the military aren't the savviest thinkers in this fictional world.
Okay, now, I know that that's the only way back up to the toilet. We're going to set up a big pile of tripwire explosives.
What was the original thinking behind killing all the scientists again?
Fuck nerds.
Nerds! We can't... Ow!
What was that?
Fucking... Ow! There's a sniper.
Oh. Well, it was like a head crab or something that you couldn't see.
Never been sure how that works. Like, something just starts shooting at you when you come back to that area. I've never really been able to determine...
Wizards.
Where it comes from or how to deal with it. But anyway.
A sad orphaned hurt box floating around.
So we're pretty much done with the train section, but we're going to have one final fling with it.
Rad.
And it will go out with a bang, I'm pleased to say. Ooh,
Double rad.
More contact grenades.
8 is a good amount of those to have.
Those have proved useful. Yeah!
Woo!
It's not a small world after all anymore, bitch! I don't know what the relevance of that name is. Hey, you bastards! I'm gonna run you over with my train.
Alright.
Well, without the full physics engines, we had to make do. You might have noticed that was moving along a fairly distinct path. Oh yeah, they added a physics puzzle here when they changed this to Source Engine.
Right, so
how cute.
they didn't when they could have made the train fall not look weird.
No, they just did that there. Probably because it wasn't as much work as that would have been.
Good job, chums.
So I'm not sure what the hell function this whole area was supposed to have before the disaster. It's a stagnant pool surrounded by gantries. Maybe this was the aquarium.
It's one of them big group turlets.
And there's a zombie. And there isn't a zombie.
Yahtzee displayed his immense knowledge for Half-Life and Silent Hill trivia during the Poacher Ego review. Gabe, do you have any kind of knowledge like that? What is it about?
Always do.
Yeah,
like me with Red Dwarf trivia. What would you kick ass at a trivia contest?
Doctor Who, Simpsons,
What can you
Street
sound?
Fighter.
Well, everyone can quote The Simpsons. Everyone's got a thing that they can be totally fucking insufferable on.
Oh, Doctor Who.
There you go.
I've read the books.
Oh, blimey, you're that bad.
Yeah, so I'm like, I grumble when, like, the TV show fucks with the canon on the Curse of Prithia and shit like that.
Have you listened to the radio shows?
A few of them, they're actually quite good.
Not all of them.
I held off, no. I held off.
What about the Doctor Who magazine comic strips?
No, because they're not official canon.
Oh, listen to you.
Yeah, I told you. You asked me, what are you insufferable at?
Well, you read the books.
Street Fighter, well...
surely everything...
I fucking made... Chunks of the books are still canon, and I really like the Cartmill Master Plan, and...
Surely everything's canon in Doctor Who. I think we discussed this.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's my personal feeling on the matter, is that it's, it's a time travel show that rewrites its own history quite frequently.
Some mysterious ammo for a gun we haven't got yet. How queer.
How peculiar. Pecurio. Street Fighter, I know just fighting games from the 90s, like arcade games.
Oh, yeah.
No loads, no obscure. I can still remember moves for video games that most people haven't bothered to play because they're stupid and old and bad.
Perhaps we should compile really hard trivia... Ooh.
Alright, don't go in that.
We should compile really hard trivia quizzes of our respective specialist subjects. Me, Half-Life, Silent Hill 2, Red Dwarf, and most video games of the 2000s. And you with Doctor Who and Street Fighter. And we'll see who is the best at their respective specialty. Perhaps that's something the Reddit can get busy on. Oh yeah, this guy's talking.
Are you more about the canon, or do you know lots about, like, production details and external stuff around your creative materials? Because I tend to go for, diegetic facts, not, like, your sort of Doug built this on September 4th, and
Well, with Red Dwarf, it's mostly canon, but I know a bit about the behind the scenes as well.
yeah, like I know some behind the scenes stuff, but I am definitely more interested in the.
I have time for one of the more nerve-wracking parts of Half-Life. Oh, we're in a cage, and there's a monster somewhere, and this is the thing we've got to kill it with.
Hello there, chum.
Hello, you fucked up as well, didn't you? Yeah, and there's something to note about Half-Life physics is that you lose health when you're underwater too long, but all the health you lose comes back as soon as you get to the surface.
Was that in the original?
Yeah.
Huh. I remember that.
Because, just because you half drown isn't the same as getting your leg blown off, is it? You just get back to surface and you'll be fine after a while, won't you?
And breathing comes back. Those look like spiked knuckles.
But and it all comes back. No, those were the darts for the crossbow, of course. Which comes with the assault rifle and the shotgun for some reason. Rifle weapons?
Yeah,
is that
there
it?
was a sniper and like the hot rod launcher and crossbow, which was weird.
In Half-Life 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, the superheated rebar launcher.
Who came up with that?
Well, I guess they were, because it was, post-apocalyptic, they were doing the improvised weaponry thing. Now, you might be tempted to jump onto that box to get that ammo. But, let's see what happens if we do that. Somehow the aliens knew we'd do that, and spawned in aliens. They're getting smarter.
Okay, he seems to enjoy shotgun ammo.
Yeah.
Maybe we can set something up with that.
They're learning. It's
Like in tune.
like there's velociraptors with the door handles.
And Microsoft Excel.
Now here's slippy slidey water physics. In
Oh,
the simplest possible frictionless way.
Shiny water. Shiny ground.
Oh, I think I'll just walk across this bridge. Oh!
Where'd it go?
If we'd seen the jibs appear, that might have had a better effect.
It just kind of disappeared.
Pow! And through here. Pow!
I guess when... Do either of you feel any fulfillment in the knowledge of videos brighten the days of thousands of people? From Gabe Fan, who should call himself something else.
Oh, you're embarrassed.
For him, mostly.
No, you're not. You feel uneasy about praise. You're like me.
Yeah, oh no, I'll say that openly. I'm way happier dealing with people being mean to me than I am being nice. Nice triggers my, what are you up to instinct.
You only hate people being nice to you because that means you might have to be nice to them. And you like being an asshole.
I think you're getting me confused with you.
Yeah, I might be projecting a bit there. Yeah, so are you proud of your contribution to the world? That we make sometimes up to 100,000 people happy with these fun little diversions?
Oh man, look, if you're happy, you're happy.
So I wouldn't...
Can't not like that, I suppose.
I wouldn't have been, like when I first started Zero Punctuation. But I've gotten emails that really touched my heart. Like the guy who told me that his friend who was a fan of mine used my videos to help him get through his last days before his death of cancer. Or the story about the sergeant in the Middle East who used my videos to cheer up his men who were kind of feeling sick and lonely and missing home
And Middle East.
and in the Middle East. And who told me that I might not believe it, but he personally believed that I'd saved lives out there.
Aww.
And that makes me proud. Wouldn't you feel the same way if the same was true of these videos?
Well, I have spoken to people, who've...
Hey, that was a double shot. You should be dead.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
I have spoken to people who've, come and talked to me about, their problems with, drinking or depression and that they've helped. So, I usually talk to people when they want to discuss things like that if I have time.
Yeah, well, if you can spare it.
Well, I am one human. I mean, I'd like to be able to save every single person, but I mean, that's a little bit of a fucking reach, don't you think?
Oh god, listen to you. It's like when Superman complains about having all his glorious powers, but it can't be enough because he can't save everyone.
I like how you've literally just switched exactly what you were making fun of me for. Like, I've just sat there and said, yeah, if I have time, oh, look at you not going out to fucking help people.
Well,
Because I fucking can't, you imbecile.
Well, I'd hate for you... What are you doing? Well, I'd hate to stop keeping you guessing.
Gordon Freeman, it is you, isn't it?
Yes, it's me! It's me! I'm famous! Look at me now, Mum!
I'm the scientist who did push-ups.
I think there's something wrong with the mouth animation. He keeps the side of his mouth closed.
Maybe he had a stroke, you fucking jerk.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what we do to people who've had a stroke.
Oh!
I hate
He's in a better
you.
place now.
I hate my fans. Right, this place is fucking cold, so we've got to leg it. Ah! Oh, fucking ice. And you.
So the ice is hurting you?
No, it's the extreme cold is sapping my suit power.
Okay.
Just quickly. And I don't know why he assumed I'd want to go in there. I mean, it's just by happenstance there happened to be a way out. Well, God knows why the drain just runs into a room. I'd hate to be assigned work in this area.
Yeah, because if there's a defrost...
The drains run into your office, but just put a bucket down.
Put strychnine in the guacamole. Let's see, do you ever get jealous of indie games such as Five Nights at Freddy's, Slender, Undertale for the popularity and success?
Well,
Power Vidsful.
Well, no. I mean, if you're in indie games for the wealth and fame, you're in the wrong job, miladio.
Even though some people have attained wealth and fame with it?
Well, yeah, a rare few.
Yeah.
It's like webcomics these days.
How many of those are there?
Yeah, I mean, you can be a total fucking sellout puts no actual artistic integrity into their work at all and just goes for maximum broad appeal, like the oatmeal. Or you can make something that, is interesting to you and will maintain your passion. And
Like
it won't
Yahtzee Croshaw versus the world.
Shut up. And won't make you soulless. Well, I didn't stop that because it was a financial fail. Hey.
What the?
Don't die while you're talking to me, that's rude.
You dirty prick.
I mean, I didn't stop that webcomic because it was a financial failure. I think I stopped it because it was shit and I was ashamed of it. But I wouldn't do something if it was just for the money. Creative thing. I mean, Consuming Shadows sold a few thousand. It's a modest thing. Like, most of the people I knew it was going to be niche going into it because it interested me and not many other people.
So I quite like that kind of creativity. I love it when people make weird shit that's interesting to them. Because even if I don't like it, it can still be good.
Okay, we're introduced.
We're
introduced to the Black Ninjas here, but the best way to deal with them is just sit in a corner somewhere and wait for them to come to you, as I just demonstrated.
Because they stop to shoot, and that gives you the opportunity to put a really big bullet in them.
Now you're getting it, little Timmy.
Yeah. And this is how we Half-Life.
I'm sure there's more than two of them, though.
Yeah, I remember this section. I did the exact opposite. I sprinted around out in the open, just shooting like a madman.
There he is. She, I think. I think they're women. Yeah, that one's got titties.
The boobs make them faster. Stealth boobs.
Well, it's just because they're like...
Boobs generate a stealth field.
They're incredibly petite women. Like, the kind of women who'd be doing gymnastics and look like they're 14.
Yeah, my friend's... The girl my friend's engaged to is 4'11".
Surface access, say no more.
Alright. And weighs 35 kilos. Which is
that's
demented.
That's like 1/3 of me.
I know, right? Like, I was staring at her like she wasn't a real person, like she was some animate doll. I'm just, that's nuts. And you pick her up.
Shush, Gabriel. Story time.
Oh, really?
This is the mid-game twist. I think this is pretty much the mid-game.
Oh, is this where the soldiers capture you even though you've been, like, slaughtering them en masse?
Yeah.
Because they turned the lights out?
Yeah. Wait for it. Where are we taking this Freeman guy? Topside for questioning. What the hell for? We got him. Let's kill him now. And if they find the body? Body? What body?
What about all the other scientist bodies?
Well, they particularly want us because we're famously murdering all his friends now. So now we've lost all our weapons. And unlike
They Obama'd your guns.
some games where you just pick up a big box in the next room and got them all back, we never get them back. We have to pick up an all-new selection. So this was the big plan, was it? The big never-fail death plan? Drop me into a slow-moving garbage crusher? Well, I guess they didn't know I was awake.
Isn't this just killing you, though? Like...
Well, I guess the point was those soldiers... I mean, their orders were to take us topside for questioning, but those soldiers decided to act independently as revenge for all the soldiers we've murdered.
Okay. Well, I'd have put a bullet in your feet.
So I guess the problem with this particular military unit is one of discipline rather than training.
Orders are orders for a reason, soldier.
And that's why they all act in completely illogical ways.
Yours is not to think.
So, if down to the crowbar, I was just subconsciously trying to switch to my shotgun there, but...
It's not there anymore.
Nope, it's gone.
They took it away. They took your guns, and now you can't defend yourself from aliens and commies.
Got to kill
And
crabs
leftists.
with my giant curvy death wang, ironically.
Isn't there a thing you had to turn down there?
Yeah, but just checking something.
Whee!
Because you can get onto here, but there's really no reason to do so. Unless you want to look at the skybox.
Oh, that's nice.
Fancy. Blech.
Ouchies.
Ouchies. Yeah, I refuse to believe this is how you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to turn the wheel and then belt it to the top of the ladder, and then hope to fall down without losing too much health. That seems really bad, really bad design in both a game design and a design of a facility.
Yeah, in universe and out of universe. That's a silly.
So presumably this is the outflow pipe where all the water went.
Okay.
That was in that huge tank.
We're watering the desert.
So no, I'm not jealous of other indie games' success because I knew Consuming Shadow was going to be niche and it has exactly as much appeal as I hoped it would have.
Would there maybe be like a rising tide floating all ships? Would the general sort of atmosphere of engagement with indie products not sort of benefit you as well? Like people might be, nowadays people might poke around and explore indie games more than they would have.
Maybe? What's your point?
It's just that, other indie game success could also benefit you.
Well, not really, since there's so much competition these days.
Nah, I suppose.
And especially not when
You have a name, though. Like, that's...
Yeah, but let's not forget Consuming Shadow is very niche. And it's not in the genre in which I made my name, which is comedy. Hatfall's done quite a bit better, because that is associated with what my name is associated with. Consuming Shadow is like my personal auteur project, and I'm happy with how it turned out. That's all that matters to me. Made enough money to make it worth it. Bish bash bosh. Let's make something else. I mean, my producer keeps trying to get me to add more content, DLC and stuff, but I feel like a project's done when it's done.
Good. People don't know when to let shit end these days.
Yeah, especially in video games.
Well, I hear Assassin's Creed's actually taking a break.
Yeah, but they are going to make another one.
Yeah.
So it's not an assessment of whether they're actually going to pack this shit in or not.
Oh, no, I'm impressed we're going to go one Assassin's Creed-less year.
Yeah, well, you say that, but Assassin's Creed movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's coming out this year. Michael Fassbender.
I don't know who was in it, but then I suppose I haven't really paid attention.
Yeah, and there's got to be a pun in that name somewhere. I just like it because Bender is British slang for a homosexual.
And Fass sounds like ass.
Assbender. No.
It's like if his last name was Butt Gay.
And yes, the only way to proceed is through the system by which incredibly dangerous toxic waste is processed.
You'll be fine. You got a suit.
Yeah, fuck
Oh, I remember hating this.
it.
Yahtzee and Gabe, who do you think is Jon Snow's mother from RM Wing?
Your mum.
Yeah.
His
His mum.
It was real world / fiction pairings all along.
I don't really know. I've only watched the show. I'm waiting until I know whether or not the books are finished or George R.R. Martin's dead to read them, so...
I think his mother was Ned Stark in a Mrs. Cartman-esque twist.
Hello! I'm Nedwina Stark!
He's secretly hermaphrodite all this time.
Yeah. That's what made him such a good ruler. He had like two halves.
Yeah, he could.
He had the strength of a man, but the patience and tenderness of a woman.
And he always had the perfect comeback whenever anyone told him to go fuck himself.
Beat you to it. Already there, Sonny Jim.
Well, we've got quite a big question backlogs. Let's try and do some quickfire style.
Well, I'm gonna.
Well, go on then.
Yeah, let's see. At what point did your interest in video games as a medium become something you could tackle as a profession from the ancient EU?
I don't know, but I remember...
About when you realized you weren't good at anything else?
Shut up. I remember making storyboards for video games even when I was very, very young. With my drawing paper.
I didn't draw them, I just wrote them.
Well, I draw and wrote them.
I
There were drawings and writing
can't
involved.
draw for beans.
That's right, I got 2 strings to my bow.
Twang.
But yeah, that was when I was first getting interested in video games from like adventure games, so I designed my own adventure game ideas and comics for ideas. I've always had this desire to emulate the particular artistic mediums I'm into. That's just the way my personality works. I want to pay it forward, I suppose.
Pew.
And as for working as a game reviewer, well, I guess that came from reading PC Zone magazine, which was the magazine Charlie Brooker worked for in the 90s. And he first taught me how to love the negative review as an art form. So we'll just make that middle conveyor go down the middle. And then we can... Now we have gamed this system.
Choo-choo.
Anyway, next question.
For the both of you, what is one skill you would have liked to actually learn in order to improve your quality of life? From Wyatt Hawke, who sounds like a sheriff from the 1880s.
Well, it's not too late to learn skills.
Never is. Well, what about you? Because I'm kind of I'm already a skill enthusiast, which you routinely mock me for. But I'm curious. What the fuck?
What the hell? Ah, the world's collapsing. What have you done to me? There must have been LSD in those green tanks. Oh, I died. Oh, that's a relief. Let's hope that.
See,
is this going to happen again?
Gave me the actual willies there for like a half second.
Well, no, there it is.
So this is the cupboard of Trip.
No, you'd think testing would have revealed this. It's like, nah, it's all right. Fuck it. Gee, Jesus, what is causing this?
We don't give a shit. Lighting, mate. Oh, well, it was just that. That's great. Oh no,
can't be lighting.
I'm trying to work out what
it's more like a modelling error.
Yeah.
It distracted me and I fell off the conveyor belt.
Well, back we go. Stairs.
I guess we follow the signs. This place is a bit of a labyrinth if you don't take the right way straight off.
Yeah, like I'm trying to remember back to when I played through this, and it was one of those areas I was stuck in for quite a bit.
I think these signs are all contradicting each other.
I'd probably like to jog a little better. Like I'm struggling to get better at my jogging. Like I've hit kind of a bit of a plateau there.
Okay,
so maybe I need to jog and cycle.
I didn't realize there was much skill involved in jogging.
I have a bad like I'm real top heavy.
I'd quite like to learn electric guitar.
Oh, there you go.
Well, but just to look self-consciously cool in a dad sort of way.
Hey, you kids want to jam?
Wow, Mr. Crowshaw, you're not an old fuddy-duddy at all.
You sure are neato.
That's what the kids
Jesus.
will say. Yeah. But hang on, quick save.
Okay.
I hope we find the source of this evil. I don't think there's any way to avoid losing health there, which is bad design.
Ah,
bonk. Load. Please.
Yeah. Are you okay with me killing myself when Let's Drown Out ends? From Hate Is Good For You.
Yes, actually do it now. Why wait?
Yeah. If this is the thread holding you to life, there's no thread holding you to life.
Yeah, I don't want that kind of responsibility. Did we just come through here?
Yeah, because you fucked it up and died, remember? Well, I mean, to be fair, it wasn't really you.
No, we've gone around in a circle, I think.
How, though? We're all going down.
No, it was...
right, and that takes you back up.
I think one of these conveyor belts was supposed to go the opposite way. It's just this fucking effect. I've never seen this effect before.
That's nutty.
Oh, yeah, this is the way.
Bonk.
Shit! Oh, bollocks to it.
Fair enough. Okay, I call fair on this one.
Yeah.
Wom.
I wish I could fly right up to the sky, but I can't.
Are there any recent releases past 5 years that you would say are in the pantheon of must-play classics like Half-Life, Portal, Silent Hill 2, etc. from Codename Zed?
Well, they're all must-play. It's all history of video games.
Speaking of which, I've been diddling around with,
But
I now have 5,500 games in my front end.
that's just unreasonable.
It's so lovely, though. It's so lovely. At least the world's not spazzing out anymore.
Well, I'm sure it'll be back. The last few years. Spec Ops: The Line, maybe?
Yeah, Spec Ops: The Line, Undertale.
Yeah, Undertale, Shadow of Mordor, maybe. Just whatever's been my top game the last
Just
few
go
years.
watch Yahtzee's videos and you'll know all you need to know about the videoed games.
Yes. Ask me about Red Dwarf or something. This is my off hour. Oh, fucking hell. I hate the design of this whole area.
Nom, I want your health, Yahtzee Croshaw. Maybe hug the rim, like P.
You hug the rim.
There we go.
That's what she said. Right.
Okie dokie.
I think we're out of that fucking hellhole now.
Wunderbar.
Why does... There's no reason this corridor to twist around like this except because there's a loading transition.
Yeah.
Right, questionable ethics. This is where we get some more background storytelling as to what Black Mesa's been up to.
Peekaboo!
Die! Oh, bugger. What the hell was that?
Little doggy cages and everything.
It's almost like our encounter with them in that first area was not the first time the dog thingies have been in Black Mesa.
Oh, the little poochies.
So here's the visual clue. There's an arc of electricity leading to that panel on the wall. And I'm out of ammo. Oh, okay.
You did it anyway.
I could just delayed reaction, it seems. Well, we're gonna need... Oh, there's some ammo there. Lucky old us.
Has Yahtzee considered slapping all his best essays, articles, and reviews into a best-of book release from Bubba Calrissian? Booba Calrissian. Sorry, Booba.
I
Booba,
certainly
Booba.
have considered
Whoa.
it. Maybe something to talk to the escapist about at some point. But not right now. But I've got a lot of projects on already.
Yahtzee, you've talked about how much you love Painkiller. Have either of you played any of the expansions, Battle Out of Hell, Overdose, etc., and what did you think of them? From Evan Chase 38.
Battle Out of Hell was alright. It was made by the original developers, but it had a very clear, these were the levels we left out of the original release, and it turns out that was for a reason, sort of vibe to it.
I've only played a little bit of Painkiller. It's fun, though.
The original was good. All the expansions, the like fan-made stuff, are almost universally garbage. So I don't know what they keep doing wrong. Fucking giant alien soldier. Those guys fire homing bees.
Okie dokie.
Oh, look at all the little monsters in their little playpen. I wonder what this button does. It's locked all the doors.
I feel bad now. And this is where we learn what electricity does to them.
You'd think you'd only need to do this test once. Or at least make an assumption. Turns out, it makes them explode.
When a man pisses directly into the toilet water rather than on the porcelain, is that supposed to be taken as some kind of assertion of dominance and or masculinity? From Theo.
Hey, come back here, you. I want your gun.
I think I do it as a courtesy if there's other people, if I don't want them to hear me pee. But in my house, I'll just go straight into the water.
You know, judging by the horizon line, these Barneys are about 6 inches taller than Gordon. Okay, you come with me. You can be fodder.
I mean, friend.
I don't think pissing on the seat is a show of domination.
Rim porcelain, dude, not on the seat.
The rim?
Yeah, you know, like when you pee on the edge, as opposed to just like hosing straight into the bowl, which makes a lot of noise, right? So if you don't, like, if you're at a dinner party or something, you don't want everyone to be having a nice chat, and then just hear like of you just like.
Well, how's that a show of domination? Being quiet.
I don't fucking everything dudes do is a show of domination if it makes a fucking lick of noise.
Well, apparently it's a. Oh bugger! I'm out of ammo. Wait, no, I'm not.
I mean, peeing on the seat, maybe like.
Well, you know,
If you deliberately piss on the seat, then yeah, and you probably also
don't attribute to malice what can easily be
just garden variety moron.
Yeah, I mean, it would be.
Jesus,
that was a creepy Watson moment, wasn't it?
I mean, right there, Barn.
I mean, it's a rather impotent little gesture if it was deliberate. Pissing on the seat to spite someone.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you have to
rubbing
sit on
yourself in shit to offend people with the smell.
I mean, we have to sit on it as well when we need to do plopsies.
Poo-poos.
Hey, stay out there for a bit. Yeah, that's
hey,
right.
Barney, just look after these things for me.
Make some friends. Hey, you did it wrong.
Dude,
that's not how you make friends.
Piss week, Barney. Fucking piss week.
And as for you guys, you're also bad at making friends.
You're gonna make friends with some electricity. Ride the lightning, little fellas.
Maybe you don't realise what brittle diplomatic ground we in the alien world are on right now.
Yahtzee, you've met Total Biscuit before, so have you ever considered being on his podcast, the co-optional podcast from Something Ironic?
Oh, hey, look what we've got. Snarks.
Yeah.
Hey. Why aren't you dead?
He survived by hiding under the corpse of his lover.
Well, hell, he sort of deserves to live now.
Not anymore. Good job, chum. Time to die. Can't have you breeding.
Well, to be honest, I've never listened to Total Biscuit's podcast, but, yeah, maybe I'd come on if he invited me, but he hasn't. So,
how would we tell you apart?
Short answer to that question. Well, he's from the north. He speaks with a more pronounced northern accent.
And you're from the Midlands, aren't you?
Yes, although my accent's kind of weird. It's all over the place. I mean, my parents are from the north, so sometimes I catch myself using northern inflections, like saying bath or grass instead of grass.
You're from the North Sutherland, Midlandy area.
Well, yeah. I mean...
You have to scroll down the questions now.
I mean, Londoners tend to say to think of anything north of London as being in the north. Where were we?
Hang on. Okay. There we go.
Okay.
Dear Gabriel and Yahtzee, I'm nearing my 26th birthday and I have never known the touch of a woman. Should I fuck a prostitute or just accept my fate? From TBH lads. Which I presume means to be honest.
See, the first thing you did wrong was tell the internet that.
Well, yeah, but it's not like I'm gonna go, oh yeah, TBH lads, from like 10 Doorknock Crescent.
Oh no, monster.
You know, no one knows who that is, no one cares.
No,
the bees! The bees! They're biting you!
Hey.
This is a disaster, there's bees and things biting me!
Shit, this went horribly wrong.
Bees are attacking me. I know, I'll drop a box of feral rats.
I thought...
That was great. that was a debacle, that's what that was.
Yes, that's certainly the word for it.
Wait,
what the hell?
I don't think it matters if you told fucking...
Okay.
I don't think I'm
why are you out here now?
Boom.
Yeah, eat it. Boom goes the dynamite.
If it's bothering you that much, then yeah, sure. I mean,
I don't know, do you really want that to be the precedent?
Well, I mean, it can be a real massive source of anxiety. Like, I had, like, sex once when I was 19, and then there was a big fucking gap.
Perhaps this man should just go his own way.
Well, you know, I can respect the fact that can be a great source of, like, just pressure and tension in your brain. And, to be honest, once you get that one out of the way, it gives you because it's hard to have confidence, you know, the confidence you need to interact with people if you don't have any sort of experience, so... I don't know, I don't think it's that bad an idea.
Well, you know, I find the best thing to do is stop worrying about it, and rather than just be focused on finding a girlfriend to get yourself laid, just do more social activities and naturally meet more people, potentially of the opposite sex.
Didn't you fly international to get laid?
Well, I was very young.
Well, this guy's 26 and hasn't, you know...
Well, he should have more sense than I did, because he's older then.
Would you have changed that decision? Like, would you have, if, you
Well,
know, that,
it's brought a lot
are
of
you
good.
doing that again? Like,
No, and I do want to address this, because people have been saying, oh, Yahtzee like moving just to be with the woman again. I really am not, because I wouldn't. I mean, it might have been one of the things that clinches it, but really it's more for like the opportunities
I don't know, man.
of my
you know,
career.
I met your current lady friend. She's a keeper. Like, I'd fucking chase that thing if I were you. Like,
Well, it's nice of you to say, sir. I mean, you didn't meet her much. I think
yeah,
one time
well, you
we
know.
went to IKEA together once.
yeah. We hung out heaps. We got along like a house on fire. That was a fun day. She has a sense of humor. You're all like awkward and stuffy.
Yeah, she's got a lot more energy than me, and I think that's what you need.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
you
No,
need
I
someone
completely
to
agree.
You need someone to compensate.
Like, I'm a fucking introvert. So all my lady friends have been like bizarre little explosions of energy that go, let's go out and do things.
Yeah, my previous girlfriend's always sort of run out of energy, and when I can't deal with you anymore, you just suck it all from the room.
Just give to me.
Sir.
Thirsty. So thirsty.
But yes, but you, lady friend, is has energy
A
to
swell gal.
energy to spare.
Um,
But yeah, it's opportunities. I mean, California, tech industry and entertainment industry, and I have ties to both.
back to the point. I think, yeah, that's my vote. And also, like, you know, trying to think about what Yahtzee says. Like, do some things. You know, maybe make some improvements. If you feel like an ugly sack of shit, you know,
Yeah, self-image counts for a lot with these things,
yeah, like, and like, really, you know, put some effort into you. Put some points into you.
because you know people project.
Oh, doodle.
Damn it! I thought I had a contact grenade, but I didn't.
That guy has some.
Yeah, and now so do I. Now he does not, but I do.
Like, you know, use some bicarbonate of soda paste as an exfoliant, you know, maybe clear your skin up, get a haircut,
Blimey, this has turned into Sex in the City.
fucking, you know, exercise a bit.
Hey,
If it
another
hurts.
mysterious ammo for something we don't have yet. But we
Better
will.
take it.
But we will soon.
Yeah.
Following this whole section is to turn on all these laser machines we find,
Yeah.
and then we can turn on the King laser machine.
King Laser retails all your favorite discount lasers. What is your take on the controversy about Fine Brothers React World from Huzzah 290?
Die! Well, that's
Yahtzee's take is to kill puppies.
Yes, kill all the puppies. So you know about this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guys who make the X React to videos tried to.
Did you know about them at all before this? Because I didn't.
Yeah, I knew of them.
I
knew of,
Isn't that the King Laser?
There's another laser we need to turn on.
Oh.
I think it's this way.
Yeah, the boom boxes.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't sure if they were the cutscene had started, but we can't hear the voices because the sound's turned down. But there's a scientist and a security guard arguing about something, and they're
Peeing on the
arguing
toilet seat
about this. It's a science gun, a gun that shoots science.
It shoots Carl Sagan quotes into people's heads, and they rattle around, and then their heads explode.
Counterintuitively, though, they don't provide something appropriate to use it on for quite a while.
Fiddled sticks.
You see that sign that says "Do not obstruct laser shield"? Well,
Guess what you're about to do.
the rule of signs like that in video games is do the opposite. So now we will obstruct the laser shield because we're that kind of scientist.
Because you want to break free.
This is the true scientific mind. Why should we not obstruct laser
Yeah.
shield? I need to find out for my own satisfaction. Oh, turns out it drills straight through the wall.
Oh yeah, but look on the other side. Cure for cancer, Yahtzee. Cure for cancer. See, that's you're the renegade scientist who'll,
Cure for...
you know.
Ah, shit.
Oh, see doodles. Loader. What a great place to put a loading.
Cure for there not being a massive hole in something, maybe. Oh, I died. Well, that was worth
great.
the wait. Thanks, game.
If they, I don't know, like if they were really just wanting to make like the little like fine group of, you know, React videos, They could have just had, like, you know, a fine reaction. They could have copyrighted that. And then if they, you know, all that bullshit about, yeah, we want people to make stuff around the world.
Don't tell
and
me
get
you
the
quick
connect.
saved right there. Oh, stupid game.
Oh, delicious.
Oh, we're back here.
Fucking amazing. Quicks. Oh, it fucking save scummed you.
Hey, guys.
Oh. That's special. That's special. You gotta love that. But otherwise, yeah, they're a pile of dickbags, and that the fucking capitulation was just delicious to watch.
Well, it's like Sony trying to copyright the term "Let's Play."
Oh, I know.
Oh, did you have an orgasm? When I said
Yes, because that was so good. Huh?
that? Yeah, this is a delayed thing.
Playing. Ouch.
Fun.
That's satisfying.
Where were you in that fight? Your friend needed you.
He was a coward, and that's gonna, you know,
All's-
follow him until the rest of his dead.
All's fair in love and war. And another one.
How do you think the modern video games industry would be different if video games were originally marketed toward females rather than males? Awesome gamer of mystery.
Well, that wasn't until a ways into the games industry.
Yeah, it wasn't until the 90s, really.
Pac-Man, Space Invaders, those are all kind of gender neutral. It's
All
only
the old, well, they, you know, a lot of them were in bars. Like, they were, you know, a little bit like pinball machines. They were marketed as, like, a thing that adults could stand around and do while waiting for drinks.
yeah, and
Like
the
some
old,
of the early Pong machines and stuff.
the old
were-
early PC gaming. It was only in the 90s that they really started to aggressively market them towards young boys, especially in like the Genesis sort of era. The Nintendo not so much. I think it was largely Genesis, like Sega,
Yeah.
doing that. And the the PlayStation era sort of switched the young boys to dude bros,
I
and
don't
that,
think
and
it's,
that
you
was
know,
that
I
really.
think it's a slightly bit of, you know, it's a bit of revisionist history to say.
Well,
that
it's a
sort of-
simplification, yes, but we're talking about the domineering fringe of the AAA industry.
Which, again, matters to you as much as you fucking make it. Like, I don't, you know, you play those things mostly because you're forced to. I mean, what of those AAAs would you really go, oh boy, and sit down and have an enjoyable time with?
Well, I've been playing XCOM 2.
I think that's a pretty, that's, you know, that's an unended game, really.
It is a game about playing burly space marines
Can't you
shooting all
just
the
design
aliens.
them all, though? Like, 'cause
Yeah, you can
I've
make-
been, friends on Facebook are like, hey, who wants to be in my XCOM squad?
Yeah, you
and
can
shit.
create female soldiers, but that's not the same as being a female-oriented game. I mean, it is. I mean,
get there with the bio-truths. What's female-oriented? Your internalized misogyny disgusts me.
well, this is like from the understanding of boys' games versus girls' games.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Oh, I forgot to do the thing.
You're a
Now
slave.
we have to wait.
You should probably save it.
I mean, the
Did you save it?
the female soldiers in XCOM are kind of like, Bombshell. It's just the male stereotype, but in the body of a woman. It's just, burly fighters, hoorah. I mean, we had this talk about, a female character who's good while still being, who's still feminine, wouldn't work as a male character. Like Jade from Beyond Good and Evil. Yeah, well, there's me being.
Did you save it?
Yeah,
Well, fucking
There's
what
me-
happened last time?
there's me being all, gender segregationalist. So there. All these infuriating ledge puzzles.
Probably more adventure game, more point and clicks. A lot of puzzles, apparently. Girls like puzzle games. Sell well amongst
They
women
like-
folk.
The Sims has always done well with
Yeah.
the female demographics.
We all have Reginald.
Of course, there's that whole demographic of older housewife type women who just play Bejeweled and hidden object games.
Hidden object puzzle adventures apparently are really fucking big with the housewife sector.
Well, it was.
Well, I have, one of my mum's friends, Lorraine, is, in her 60s now, and she has bought every Nintendo console exclusively for the Zelda game that comes out on it.
Really.
Yeah, she's just an absolute fucking Zelda fanatic. And exclusively that.
We have our choice of scientist helper. What's your preference, Gabriel? Will it be contestant number 1?
Well, if we're having a sidekick, it's gotta be a black guy. So we can pretend he's Samuel L. Jackson and he's, done with this shit. Ah, he's dancing.
Whoa, he's trying to sell himself now.
Yeah, that guy,
this is
that guy.
this is his American Idol
Yeah, man.
audition.
Dancing glasses, he just sold himself. The professor.
Yeah, fine.
No.
Shall we give him a name? Let's call him
Dancing Queen.
Let's call him Carruthers.
Okay.
Right, follow me,
The
Carruthers.
Dancing Queen Carruthers.
Let's see if I can remember the way.
Which genres do you feel are reaching a saturation point? Which do you feel are underrepresented from Chaser of Chub?
Well, I think I've mentioned before that the sandbox game has become the sort of generic game these days. And how you can tell is that it's what the way you always fall back on for movie tie-ins and stuff. Oh, no, not that way. And you can see that with the Mad Max game and the Shadow of Mordor and stuff. Just the basic model. There's a sandbox, you unlock all the areas.
There was a little while when it was God of War games. And there was it's kind of always shooters.
Maybe.
Right. There was a period where loads of movie tie-ins were just sort of
Soldiers here!
missed them.
Come back and fight. Yeah, you still had one good leg.
Let you out. But I'm warning you, it's hell out there. It's completely
Don't kill Carruthers.
Sorry, I thought he was a baddie for a second. I guess he opened the door for us. Shut up, Carruthers. We're thinking of important things.
Having thoughts too big for your tiny Carruthersy brain.
He's such a fucking tool. He just
Shoot him.
follows us around talking.
Do we need him anymore?
No, we don't.
Oh, well, guess what, Carruthers?
I think you need calming down.
Take two and call Dr. Freeman in the morning.
Whoops. I guess that was the wrong dosage. I'll be up for malpractice.
That's exactly the right dosage.
One more question, and then I think we're done, because we've reached...
Yahtzee, was Barry
Surface
the Vicar
tension.
supposed to be black? That's how I imagined him, and I need to know that I'm not just racist. From Yetchin.
Okay. No, he wasn't supposed to be black.
That makes Yahtzee racist, because his books lack diversity.
Well, I didn't imagine him as black. I always imagined him in the film being played by Simon Pegg.
Yahtzee's so white. Hashtag.
I don't know, why would you consider Barry to be black? Barry's like the main villain. Is it because he's a sort of unethical preacher type?
Whoopsie doodle.
Because couldn't hear the beeping with the sound down. And talking all over it. Ah!
Spin.
Didn't even have to aim properly. What a weak sauce little turret. So here we are on the surface! Yay!
Shoot those boxes.
And we're into one of the largest named levels in the game, which is surface tension, named after the scientific term.
Yes.
I wish all the levels were named after scientific
Sir
terms.
Douglas Tension, who discovered sexual tension in the late 1800s. He's known for his work with Carl Jung.
I bet you'd like to see this spectacular explosion, wouldn't you, viewers?
Yeah.
Well, you can't,
Ah,
because you'll have to wait till next time.
fiddle.
See you then. Oh, I should tell a joke to finish off. Gabriel, why did the twat go to the newsagent?
I don't know.
To pick up the newspaper for twats. Do you get it?
The Sunday twats.
Do you get it, Gabriel?
Huh?
Do you get it, Gabriel?
I thought it was just a non-joke.
Do you get it, Gabriel?
No. Well, what is it then? Is it a British thing?
The next part of the joke is that I say, do you get it? And you say yes. And I say, Gabriel gets the newspaper for twats. That must mean he's a twat. Ah.
That was a long walk for nothing.
You totally ruined it. What do
awful
I pay
joke.
you for?
You should pay me. I got like $10,000 worth of work credits saved up.
What do I not pay you for? And on that cough, good night.